Hello, everyone. Looks like things are finally starting. Um, and we're live with the Olympiad. Olympiad 2024 in Hungary. And Team Ireland is playing. Diana is playing board 2 for the women's team. And we're seeing a Scandinavian. Fantastic. All right, we love it. Fantastic. I hope you guys are all doing well. This is the, semi-official, I suppose. We are featured on the Irish Chess Union website, so kind of the semi-official Irish team broadcast. And this is, game 1, day 1. Diana just arrived last night in Hungary after some delays and not being picked up by the organization at the airport and all that stuff. So a couple of unfortunate incidents already happening, but everything worked out in the end, and the team is ready to go. All right, so we are playing in the women's against Cameroon. Cameroon, not the highest seeded team, of course, and massive favorites of at least like 500 points, I think, on all boards. So this is sort of a big, underdog situation that they find themselves in here. But of course, this is round 1, so this kind of thing is sort of to be expected. And Diana is playing for a win incoming. Yeah, I hope so. We hope so. Diana's playing the Scandinavian. We talked briefly about prepping, but decided in the end that, this is prep is not really going to be too helpful here because her opponent doesn't have a lot of games, and we knew that she plays e4. That's about it. She's played the delayed Alapin before, but she's never played against an e6 Sicilian. So that would have been... Hi, Dr. Zayas. How are you doing? King e2 now would be unfortunate. That is true. That would be a cute little mate. Maybe if we wanted to be the first, if she wants to be the first game to finish, that could have been something. So here, Diana, her opponent is playing the knight f3 variation, which is not the most ambitious way to play. More ambitious ways are either d4 or the most common move, knight c3 right away, asking the queen where it wants to go. And from there on we have queen a5, queen d6, queen d8 as the main moves. But mostly Diana plays the queen d8 variation, and she plays this against, mostly in matches where she's a big favorite, and like she's here. Okay, so basically we will transpose more or less into a variation. She's going to play queen d8, I assume. This is something she plays all the time. This is not... I'm not actually exactly sure about this move order, but generally bishop g4 in the move orders that I'm more familiar with is a little bit abusable, but it's fine. Hello, Christger, hi, and Lionel Chessy, good name, and hello, Pfook. Hello, I know that there's women comp at the Chess Olympiad, but can women join the Open too? Yes, they can. if if they want to. Definitely allowed. I'm not sure if there's any teams where this is happening, but it's definitely allowed. I think Judith Polgar, and actually maybe even Sofia Polgar as well. I think they both played on the open team for Hungary at some point. It's a bit sad, actually. Well, two things are actually sad. I would have loved to see Judith Polgar doing a Peter Lecco and coming back to playing for this home Olympiad. That would have been cool. But also, Peter Lecco is playing, which is great. I love to see him play. He's fantastic. And I'm going to be following his games. I hope he does well. It's always, I don't know, he's my favorite character, chess character. But it is sad that that means that he's not commentating, which is a massive loss, I feel like. I would love for that to be, I don't know, for him to multitask or something. It's very sad. Yeah. Anyway, also the open team is playing against Fiji. So also a team that they're massively favored against, of course. Their lineup, oh, by the way, I can go through the lineups. You can see it here on screen. Actually, I can't really see it because it's very, very small. But I believe the lineups are for the women's team. Alice is playing board 1 today. Trisha's resting. I mean, I don't know, resting, I guess, would be the term you usually use. She's not really resting from anything because she hasn't played yet, but she's their highest rated player, so it makes sense for her to sit out maybe some of these games or some of these matches where they're big favorites. So yeah, Alice is playing on board 1. She dropped below 2000 apparently. She's definitely fighting to get back. She's been very consistently over 2000 and at these last few years at least. And Diana is 1962 board 2 today, and Tosh Antonina playing for the first time for Team Ireland after she switched federations, playing on board 3, and then Laura Putar, a young player still. I mean, she's actually played last Olympiad as well, so it's already at least her second, and then maybe she's played in one of the online ones. But she is, I think, 16 maybe, and playing her second Olympiad. She had a bit of a rating dip, but now has climbed back over 1900, which is good to see. She's a bit inconsistent maybe, but she's very strong. And sometimes has very good performances. And yeah, she's playing against someone who's actually unrated. So yeah, that's always a bit of a dice roll. You never know how strong these unrated players are, especially these days. But I think Laura should be good. And for the open section, the Irish lineup is Conor Murphy on board 1, who was, if you guys remember, a big star at the last Olympiad, having an absolutely crazy performance and winning game after game, beating top GMs. For example, when they played against Germany, he beat Matthias Blubaum in a very, I think it was quite, quite well, quite frequently discussed. He beat him in a interesting Caracan game, if I remember correctly. And he, last Olympiad, they manipulated it so that he was usually playing white. So, I say manipulate, but I'm not sure if this is possible this time, because I think he's listed it as board 1 last as board 1, so they can't really do that. But last time, I think he was board 2, and whenever they had white on board 1, he would play board 1. And whenever they had white on board 2, he would play board 2, or more or less at least, trying to get a GM norm, which he did, I believe. He's still on the GM quest, trying to get that locked up. He's 2453 rated right now, so I'm not sure if he's ever been above 2500. I don't think so, so that's probably the biggest hurdle, but definitely could take big steps at a tournament like the Olympiad. So yeah, good chances for that. On board 2 we have Alex Baburin, Ireland's only GM. Then Tarun, Trisha's brother, on board 3. And David Fitzsimons, I think he won the Irish Championship recently, on board 4. And the reserve board is, I can't actually remember. Does anybody have it in their head who's playing reserve for them? I'm not actually sure. It might be, I don't think it's Connor. I remember Alice and Diana talking about it when we were at Grenke, but I can't remember who was actually picked. Oh yeah, Tom O'Gorman, of course. Yes, Tom O'Gorman. I forgot about him. Right. Yes. So yeah, I'm not sure what the rating distribution is and who is actually what the actual rating order is. But yeah, Tom O'Gorman, of course, Alice's brother. So we actually have Tarun and Trisha on the two teams, and then we also have Tom and Alice, two brother-sister duos. I also heard that on the Estonian women's team, there's actually 2 pairs of sisters playing, so it's always fun to see the sibling, I don't know, the sibling dynamics to see. Oh, Coffin, hello, how are you doing? Okay, so Diana decided to take on f3, which is, yeah, Narva, Treen, and Mai. I'm not sure what the other, I didn't look into it myself, I just read it somewhere. A little greedy. Oh, quiet. Okay, let me see. Am I quiet? I can bring the hello. Maybe like this. Hello. Is that better? I don't know. Somebody let me know if you can hear me okay. Yes, good. Okay, well, a little greedy. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess the idea is we want to take this pawn. I haven't really been paying attention to the game, to tell you the truth. Interesting, a3 is a bit, out there as a move. And then Diana doesn't think about it for too long, decides to go after this pawn. I mean, she would probably even prefer, I definitely would prefer if they took with the g-pawn and tried to defend the pawn. Because after queen takes and queen takes, white at least, oh wait, or bishop's hanging as well. I forgot about that. Actually, maybe never mind. This is maybe also, I thought, but okay, hold on. So, I guess it doesn't matter, but like, it is annoying that black also gets a tempo on the bishop as well, on top of everything else. Still think it's greedy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of greed there, but we are very. Are we very stable? The thing is, if there's no d pawn, it's much harder to break this construction. So it's also kind of a defensive effort to capture this pawn, because this is one of the, if white ever wants to do something against this pawn formation, it's going to be hard without the d pawn. So I don't know. But I mean, I'm sure this is good, right? Like, there's no question. African ratings very deflated. Maybe, but also I looked at some of the games from the last Olympiad, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's underrated or anything particularly. Oh, she took GF3. Okay, so now this is beautiful, because I mean, yeah, this is basically just I don't know, like, it's basically free. Like, you're just much better as black now without any sort of compensation for white. Yeah, so this is not looking good. I mean it is looking good for us. Now I will say, I don't know how this works exactly. So it's a real problem, because it's impossible to actually sensibly navigate this. I wonder if I can. Okay, I can look for Ireland. So I guess it kind of works to switch between games, but it's not my favorite way. Let's just look at the other games a little bit. Because Diana is in a very good position. Let's just look at the games of the rest of the team, because as we are indicating, we're making this a Team Ireland stream. So, and obviously, I mean, we're maybe focusing a little bit more on the women's team, but generally we are looking at the whole Irish team. Okay, so what the frick is happening on board one? On Alice's board, or do you mean the overall board one, or what? What are we talking about? Let's see what's happening on Alice's board. Okay, sort of I would have said this is going to be like a reverse dragon, but actually she played e3 and now d3. Okay, interesting. Okay, what? Okay, knight went to a6. Okay, so what happens if we do... I mean, if we just push and... I don't know. Okay, she pushed. Oh, and she sacrificed the piece. Now, is this like... Are we trapping the piece? Is this a thing? Like, can you not get away? I don't know. Yeah, knight b8 as well. I was thinking maybe we can like try to stay active, but okay, very odd. So now sacrifice. Okay, so this looks completely over as well. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I mean, if for long-time viewers of the channel, if you watched our Olympiad coverage last time in India 2 years ago, in the first round, actually, they played against, I think, Bangladesh or something like that. And Evia's opponent, Evia not on the team this year, but she played board 4 last time, or board 5, I guess. But she played in round 1, and her opponent actually lost due to making 2 illegal moves early on in the game. So this is something that can happen, I guess, in the first round of the Olympiad. There's a big mismatch, and some of the, let's say, less chess developed countries with a less developed chess scene, they are, sometimes struggling to maybe feel the lineup that can compete. But yeah, this is of course understandable, and it happens. Yeah, so we already basically have a winning position in Alice's game. She's just up a piece. It's all about participation, exactly. I mean, it's nice. Like, I can imagine it being a very nice experience. I'm gonna go to the Olympiad in a couple of days, maybe in a week or so, and see the tail end of it. So that will be nice, and seeing the atmosphere. I'm sure it's great. Yeah, this is Alice's game. Thank you, by the way, for the layout compliments. Yeah, so this is looking very good. Let's go and maybe look at Tosh's game. Tosh playing white as well, board 3. It's actually interesting. Oops. Seems that, hold on, let me just go back real quick. Diana's opponent's actually lower rated than the other two on board 1 and board 3, so that's interesting. Tosh's game seems the most normal, yeah, so let's look at this one. So another e4. Well, another I say, but actually Alice played c4, but okay. So an Italian, okay. Okay, this does look very normal. I'm not too familiar with the Italian myself, but this looks, yeah, pretty normal. Interesting. I always find it interesting when people go for these lines where there's like a million, trillion different theoretical variations, and it's so hard to tell them apart. I always wonder how people do it when they're not like professionals. But okay. Laura is also crushing. Okay, lovely. Ireland are in the second quarter seeding wise, so it'll be an easy first round, but the second round will be really hard. Probably against one of the top 15 to 20 teams. Well, that's going to be exciting. It's always nice to have a... well, I mean, I guess it also depends on... I can't quite remember. Who did they play in the second round last time? I know they played against Italy at some point, but I think second round was maybe against Hungary actually last time. They played against Hungary. They also played against... I can't remember exactly. But they played against some strong teams. I think Armenia they played as well. So it was either probably Hungary or Armenia that they played in the second round. So yeah, pretty similar thing that happened last time, I think. Okay, anyway, yeah, this looks pretty normal. Let's move on to Laura's game, which also crushing apparently, which would be good to see. Let's switch colors real quick. So, okay, Laura with her standard French. Okay, advance variation. Okay, bishop e2. Yeah, pretty normal, relatively. I never really liked this move so much. It seemed a bit, I don't know, always seemed a bit timid to me. I didn't really get it. It's trendy. Okay, yeah, I like it. For my logic, it never really, like when I looked at what to play, I was like, why would I put my bishop here when I can also just put it here? Because of the classic you know, tricks that black can't take. But yeah, okay, I mean, I'm sure this makes sense. I'm not denying that. It's just something that never really quite appealed to me personally. Okay, so we're attacking this pawn 3 times, and white decided to defend it, but gave up the b2 pawn in return, and Laura was like, okay, thank you, I'll have that. Okay, knight to 2, and took the bishop as well. And now, I mean, white, I suppose, has the half-open f-file to get some counterplay. But the pieces all look a bit like this knight doesn't really have any great squares towards the center, so and this knight also doesn't really have any great squares in the center either. So I don't know. I guess you're not supposed to give away this pawn or something. I'm not actually sure how things go in the French. Queen c3, attacking this weak pawn, and actually it's not so easy to defend this. Wait, how do we defend this? I mean, okay, there's one way to defend this like this, but then we're trading queens. That would be, I don't know, like pretty deadly for white. How did we get into this? I think you're supposed to play bishop takes h6 instead of castles. Ah, yeah, I mean, I know, I mean, I've seen these lines before, I think, where you take on here and then, yeah, sometimes black gets some counterplay. I mean, yeah, black gets some counterplay with the g-file and all that. It's interesting. But I guess, okay, so you're not supposed to allow the knight to get to f5, which makes some sense because now it is hard to defend this and this. So, yeah, kind of makes sense that this wouldn't be the way to play, I guess. Yeah, and Lara did punish it, and now, I mean, is there any other way to defend? I mean, okay, I guess you could play king f2, but that looks even worse somehow. So yeah, this does not look good for Team Cameroon. So basically, the girls are already winning on 3 of the boards, close to at least. Let's look at Diana's game real quick again. Okay, let's switch this. And yeah, so yeah, Diana's game, for everybody who hasn't been here for so long, we started with a Scandinavian. And yeah, here a3 was played, which Diana took sort of as an invitation to threaten to take this pawn. So if we take with the queen here as white, which is probably preferable, I mean, most definitely is practically, then black could take, and then after bishop e3, white would get some counterplay, maybe with rook d8 or something like that. Maybe even rook, I don't know, maybe some pressure on the e-pawn or something. But white didn't want to give up the pawn, so played g takes f, and now this is a horrible pawn structure, not only making the king a little bit unsafe, but also for any endgame, not great. And Diana immediately sort of hinting at going over here with the queen, maybe thinking about bishop d6. White prevents that. Okay, but now, I mean, it's very hard for white to do anything here. And black is just solidly better. Now, I mean, it is true that this knight has a decent square, and we don't necessarily want to take and sort of give white a big center. But okay, there's, I'm sure, ways to maneuver around that. Sometimes we can maybe think about, you know, after we're castled somewhere, we can think about c5. It's kind of a typical break in those Scandinavian positions. Under normal circumstances, and probably, I mean, I would assume it's better when white has already mangled their structure a bit like this. Something like bishop e7, knight f8, knight g6. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as well. trying to get a knight to f4. Yeah, why not? I mean, I think, one thing is also that white has a hard time. Oh, okay, g5. Wow. Wouldn't have been my choice probably, but okay. g5 is very direct. I would have thought we can play very calmly and positionally here, but Diana wants some violence. Okay, let's see what the idea is. So I suppose. Okay, so I don't know what will white do. Let's say white wants to take it. Okay, I mean, we can always have this. Let's say it's just no way she plays g5 against the 1900 or higher. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's good, you know. It doesn't strike me as correct, but maybe. Hopefully she hasn't relaxed too much. Listen, I think she's so paranoid about what happened at the Irish Women's that I think... I mean, you say that, it could be, you know. It's not impossible. It's unlikely. It's unlikely, but you never know. It's unlikely, for sure. But I have a feeling that her opponent's not going to take it. If I'm going to be honest. I guess she's trying to get a quick dub so she has more time to relax. Maybe. We got to develop before attacking? Well, listen, Coffin. You and your chess teacher wisdom. We say no to such things, okay? Well, I mean, I was thinking that maybe one of the ideas... Well, the thing is, it doesn't really work. But, like, let's say if knight takes, then we can think of developing like this. And now, you know, we gain something that we couldn't have done before. Okay, but knight takes, of course, doesn't really make sense. The Irish Women's was ruined by one loss. Yeah, I mean, she also lost to Diana Matz, so there's that. But, yeah, the loss against Nev, was, I think, you know, a blow to the morale more than anything. Afterwards, if she had won against Diana Matz, she would have played against Tosh and she could have still won the tournament. Because it's head-to-head and not Buchholz or whatever, Sonnenbornberger. Yeah, she was definitely, I mean, yeah. She didn't really have the belief after that game. And she was in trouble against Tong Tong too. She was technically losing there as well. So it wasn't really her tournament. But it was just, you know, it's a warm-up. We got it out of the way. And yeah, definitely. Diana Matz also played a really nice game, you have to say, against Diana. That was a very, very competitive. No, I just read that from Coffin. Very good, very high class game by her. It was nicely calculated and all that. It was a very good game that she played. So that was always going to be tough to play against. But also, it would have been great because she would have played her with white. She would have played against Tosh with white, probably. If she had... not lost in round 2. So that would have been a whole different tournament. But okay. It happens. Oh yeah, she's not eligible. She hasn't lived in Ireland for long enough or something like that. So she wasn't eligible to be on the team as a player. But everybody can be a coach. It's just up to the choice of the players. Or captain or whatever it's called. officially. So yeah, g5, and her opponent's thinking. Now, I mean, I have a feeling she's not going to take. That's just my guess. But after she's not going to take, we're still going to be like, what actually, what happened? Why did we do something good? Are we going to play g4 next? This is one question. Because I'm calling it, you know? I'm calling it. She didn't take it so far. She's not going to take it. I don't believe in it. But okay. We can hear predictions in chat. Who knows? Also, let's take a look at the open section. Let's take a look at the games there. Connor Murphy playing against Manoj Manoy Kumar. CM 1950 rated. I guess that's one of the well, but Coffin, if taking is not if not taking is better, then surely g5 can't be that bad, right? If they can't take it, then we can also develop next move. Surely it's not that big of a difference. But yeah, anyway, let's see what this game was. Looks like some sort of Italian as well, yeah. Just very unprincipled. But it's not about principles, it's about moves. No, I don't know. I know what you mean. Okay, we get the bathtub formation right here. So that's already a win. Bet the computer will take and say white is +1. I doubt it. But maybe. Meanwhile, Hikaru is covering this event, says Olympiad is not worth playing for him because he has some filming planned. He's such a clown, this guy. But okay, whatever. If he wants to skip the Olympiad, go for it. Anything to make the US not win is good in my book, you know? That is good. Anyway, this position, I can't tell you anything about it. Looks pretty normal, to be honest. Okay, white has space. Black has... US should have put Fabi on board 3. It's interesting because Fabi is actually good at winning games. I don't know, Wesley and Dominguez. I don't know if they're really aren't the best at dispatching lower rated players. Yeah, it's true. I see your point. But also Fabi is very good at picking higher rated people. Well, Robson was picked out of Shankland just because he's higher rated. I think they just went by rating. There was no other... Shankland has dropped quite a bit recently. And I mean, Hans would have easily made it now if, you know, his rise up would have come a bit earlier. But he was a bit too late for the selection. That would have been interesting to have Hans on the team. Wesley is really hard to beat, yeah, for sure. I always hope, like, Wesley, because I think he's actually really good when he plays for a win. He just sometimes seems like he doesn't. I don't know. Like, sometimes it feels like he doesn't even, like, if he would try a bit harder, somebody put a gun to his head and said, you know, you have to win, or, I don't know. But, like, then he would actually be much better. Sometimes it seems like he's, I don't know, a bit too content with making draws. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't know anything. Yeah. see, avoid losing first and then see if you can win. Yeah, but I guess it's not so easy against super GMs if you have that mentality to actually win. But okay, let's see. Here we have Alex Baburin. Sad. I was hoping we would get a Alechin, but his opponent, in his infinite wisdom, played d4 instead. Of course, Alex Baburin, one of the, most, I don't know, famous? I don't know, but like prolific. He gave that up, really. But okay, against the 1700 at the Olympiad, you gotta bring out the old classics. One of the great Alechin players. But okay. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you doing? Oh, King H1 played by Diana's opponent. Okay, we'll go back there in a second. So London. Okay, I mean, I would say interesting, but is it? I don't know. Okay, it looks pretty solid. I mean, white doesn't really have any weaknesses or anything, but black doesn't either. It has a bit of a healthier looking position. Next, please. Okay, I understand. Let's do it. So Tarun. Okay. Knight f3, e3. I've been, I don't know, I'm always shocked. Like, Vincent Keimer plays this stuff all the time. And he doesn't play anything else, it feels like. He always plays this sort of thing. Recently he played like one single e4 game, and it was a complete mess, and he beat Pragnananda with it, but I think that's the only e4 game I've ever seen of the guy. But he was on a roll. He was on a complete roll. He was winning this tournament in Poland, I think. He won like 5 games in a row, and then I think in the end he lost 1 or 2. But he still won the tournament comfortably. But kind of interesting. So Germany is going to be actually interesting at this Olympiad. They have a decent team. And yeah. Okay, what do we think about this position? Okay. Yeah, looks... I don't know. How does this look? Yeah, it looks pretty solid for black as well, to be honest, doesn't it? I mean, the c-pawn, I mean, if we ever get to play c5, which probably we will, unless c5, d5 maybe. I don't know, but I would assume that this is pretty equalish so far, but that's just my guess. Okay, let's just quickly look at board 4 before we go back to Diana's game. Definitely it doesn't look nearly as one-sided as in the women's this one. So Fiji is actually putting up some resistance here. Good for them. Let's see. Oh, there are a lot of moves have been played in this one. Okay, Najdorf, I guess some theory battle. H5, okay. Okay, I like... I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to go, but I like how this is looking. Visually, I like how this is looking for black, but if it's theory, I guess it's fine for both. I guess it's 0-0-0 if this is all theory. Or maybe slightly better for white. Maybe rook g1 is a bit dodge. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's somehow, somehow optically it looks nice to me, for black, but maybe I'm just hallucinating. Could well be. Anyway, let's go back to Diana's game. Her opponent played king to h1, which seems sort of reasonable. I told you she wasn't going to take the pawn. And then Diana played h6. Now, okay, we're sort of saying, I don't know how much I like this for her, but it is true that we have a bit more control over the f4 square. So Coffin, you wanted this whole procedure of, but now we could think about doing this right away without any detours, basically. So that is an idea. There's a lot of variations in this line. I was in the mines learning for a while. Well, don't expect any pity from me. It's your own choice. No, but that sounds awful. I feel for you. I was actually thinking about playing the Slav, and then I'm also like, there's like, I don't know, this Krause attack thingy, where there's like 4 different king moves in this piece sack line, which all have like their own bit of theory. I'm like, oh my god, it's a bit ridiculous. But yeah, I'm just so unhappy with my d4, or like, opening repertoire against d4, that I was like, I need something that's a bit solid. I don't know. QGD? Yeah, maybe. Just don't like my bishop. I'm not a French player, I just don't like having a bad bishop. You have to learn like 3 different openings. Well, actually, one thing I like about the Slav is that it's kind of hard to play a good Catalan setup that works, So I like that I don't have to go into that too much. I mean, of course, G3 is still a thing, but there is the do buff stuff. I don't know what that means. I'm not informed. By the way, Coffin, are you... it's a Catalan, but you sack a pawn. Okay. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into that. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, are you coming back for the tournament in New Year's? With Diana as a commentator. Maybe. Okay. Would be nice. Okay, so h6. I don't really understand what I'm seeing here. You're kind of broke. Okay. I'm a bit confused because these timestamps don't make any sense that Chess.com is giving me. It said her opponent on g5. Oh, sorry, no. g5, apparently it said Diana only spent 30 seconds. And then it said her opponent only spent 30 seconds on king h1. But also it says that her opponent only has 1 hour and 5 minutes left. So that doesn't really track. Also, I can see that they're not making moves this fast. So I'm a bit confused. Well, also, Coffin, this is like the cheap tournament. You can just sit back and relax. Don't even have to get accommodation, maybe. Although, I was thinking about if it's really healthy to do this driving up and back every time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess. A lot of expenses. Anyway, okay, we like this for Diana still. Let's look back at Alice's game. Driving is no-go for you? Yeah, I can see it. That's okay. I can... I mean, it's kind of a no-go for me as well. I just, like, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's look at this game again. Alice just a piece up, and... I mean, a piece up and a good position. Kind of. I feel like we can just trade things. Like take here, go here, whatever. I mean, we are a piece up, so. Yeah, I mean, do you know that this is Alice, though, that we're talking about? So I forgot this for a second when I suggested trading. But then I remembered Alice is playing, so f4 makes a ton of sense, because f4 is the Alice move. She plays it whenever she can. And yeah, I mean, I don't like it either, but I think, I mean, she's a piece up, so there's that. To be fair, I don't know, I don't mind it that much, actually, because what is black gonna do, really, against this? Like, okay, I mean, taking seems bad, because, I mean, I don't know. Like, you can even, oh, no, wait, you're hanging this maybe? No, you're not. Okay, so what if you take here, maybe, and then here, and then, I don't know, here, and then rook takes or something, and you just try to finish the game off quickly. Or you can play rook takes now, and then play bishop d5. There's, well, I think it's not that simple for India. Cool. A lot of teams putting their best player on board 3. I mean, Shaq is playing board 4. What? That's insane. Although, I mean, he hasn't played. I haven't seen him play forever. I don't know what's happening with him. And also Rajabov isn't playing. I think he's coaching, right? Or captaining or whatever. But actually, like, yeah, maybe Alice just wants a quick kill, and this is what she's doing. F4 and can't hurt. I mean, Rajabov is also not made for the Olympiad. He draws against everyone. Like, I don't know. He won a couple of times at the candidates, but only because people really wanted to win against against him. I don't know. Also, he seems like a bit of an idiot. Not gonna lie. But that's just me. So, I was actually thinking. I thought it was a really strange decision for Uzbekistan to take Kramnik as captain instead of what's his name, who captained last time and where they won. Sokolov, I think. Yeah, Sokolov. But maybe he just got paid more by Romania, which is possible. Which I also don't understand, because really, why are you gonna invest that much in a coach? You don't even have a team that's got any chance at winning a medal, so I don't really get it, but okay. It just struck me as weird. Like, with all the drama, it's surely the last thing you want from a coach. I mean, his chess idea, I'm sure he has got good chess ideas, but like, is he really gonna prep for 4 people? Or what is this, like, what is his value as a, like, surely, I don't know. Sokolov's ideas can't be that much worse. Anyway, I didn't really make sense to me. But okay, I'm just uninformed in this anyway, so who knows? But it wouldn't have been my choice if I had been Uzbekistan, I wouldn't have picked Kramnik as my coach necessarily. But all right, let's look at Tosh's game again. Okay, not much has happened. Imagine losing a game, coming to your coach, and they start bringing up the accuracy scores. Yeah. Actually, Diana was doing commentary on a German streamer's game, Katarina, and she played a 99% accuracy game over the board. So, it's interesting stuff. Hello, thank you for the follow, Zidhan Staranj. Thank you. How are you doing? Is apparently coming to Singapore in November. What's she doing in Singapore? Do you play table chess? I don't know what that means. Like over the board or? Or is it like chess, table tennis and normal tennis? Oh, World Championship match. Oh, I forgot that it's happening in Singapore, right? True. Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting. A couple of opens. Is that a thing? Are there like lots of tournaments in Singapore? That's interesting, and I didn't know that. I mean, not that I'd ever thought about it. Sounds like a horrendous idea. Oh man. I'll also be in Singapore then, except I'll be visiting family instead of playing opens. Well, listen, Coffin, maybe she wants to get better. Whatever she's... Also, I think it's... I don't know. I mean, I understand that there is a thing about people being underrated and stuff, but honestly, I don't think it's such a big factor. When I look at the performance ratings of, for example, Indian kids, then of course they're going to be strong. But that's not because they're Indian and playing in low ratings, but that's because they're like kids, right? But when I see some older people from those regions, they usually don't tend to do that well. Like they don't tend to overperform like amazingly or something. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure similar things would apply to Singapore, but maybe not. Maybe Singapore is even more isolated and underrated, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't... Not really sure. But there's also a different question. That there is the factor of someone being underrated and playing a lot, like the player pool is underrated, or it's like they haven't played and their rating hasn't caught up. I think should be, a different thing. But yeah, I mean, in effect, I suppose. But you say the player pool is underrated. So are you saying that 2300s are actually 1600 rated in Singapore? I don't think you're saying that, because I don't think that's sensible. But I mean, I'm sure there's some effect. I'm just saying I don't think it's as big as people make it out to be. But yeah. I mean, it's definitely negative EV. We don't need to dispute that. But like, it's not like you're going to get so crushed. Anyway, interesting stuff. So, what do we think about this position Tosh has here? It looks like everything is sort of in the standard Italian positions. Table chess duel, where players use a chessboard integrated into a physical table. The table is divided into sections that influence the chess game. Some areas might allow pieces to move extra squares, while others could have obstacles or special rules. Players place their chess pieces on the board, and during their turn, they can also interact like interact with the table sections. My goodness. Which could change the dynamics of the game. For example, activating a section might allow a piece to something. My goodness. This sounds like you're thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if this is chess that you're thinking of. Like you play 2200 in France. They're woeful. Woeful. Alright. Well, listen, Coffin. Then you should play more in France. And then you're going to be 2200 soon. That's the plan. Alright. Well, listen. I have more time next year. Maybe we can play some tournaments. I'd like to get free rating from French people. I'm not above it, you know? I'm fully on board. There's this open that is being played right beside the venue for the World Championship match. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. What's the format of the World Championship, by the way? Are they still playing 14 games, or did they reduce it or something? Ireland is perfect for farming. I mean, Ireland, I would love to go to Ireland. It's just, I don't know. Is Boulder Cup gonna be on? 14 games, okay. Recently I listened to some Aina Classic. Yes, of course, that's what I mean. How could I mess it up? Aina Classic. Classic. Yeah, sure. Is that going to be on whenever, in February or whenever it's happening? In October? You're joking me. Did they cancel the... Yeah, well, no, October I also won't play. I actually do have a tournament coming up. A local one. I'm going to be playing in the under 2000 section, and my goal is to win that one because they have actually crazy price structure. The prizes for the top section, for the open section, I guess, is 800 for first, 500 for second, and under 2000 first place is 500. So this is my new goal. Well, you say that, but like it's so hard to find tournaments where you have decent accommodation. Like it's so annoying. And then I don't know. It's not great. Like I always play in these German rated things, but that doesn't really help me farming any rating. So there's that. Also, I mean, last year I didn't really have a lot of time, but this year I'm going to have a little bit more time, hopefully. So that would be good. Anyway, let's look at Lara's position. Wait, was she also up some things? Oh yeah, exactly. That was this dreadful position that White had, where she was. Okay, she gave up this pawn as well. I mean, she decided not to trade queens or put the king on f2, which is probably wise, to be honest. But of course, now you're down 2 pawns, which is... Diana's dicking around. Alright, okay, let's look at that in a second. She'll still win. No, I mean, she will. You're scaring me though when you say dicking around. Okay. Okay, now she trades queens? What? Explain this to me. Why didn't we... Is there something I'm missing? Like, if we're gonna trade queens, why not play it here? At least we're gonna keep 1 pawn on. But now she gave up the pawn and then traded queens. So now it's just 2 pawns. I don't really understand. But okay, we're happy with it. We're okay with it. And this looks, I mean, okay, it's just going to be an easy win for Lara. Excellent. Let's go back to Diana's game. So what happened? King h1, h6, b4. All right, interesting. So I guess our opponent's like daring her to castle queenside. But okay, probably she won't do that now. Right, at least not immediately. Okay, queen comes out. Interesting move. I don't really like that square for the queen so much. But, I mean, I guess we did have to defend this. I don't know, it strikes me as a bit of a strange move because eventually this knight wants to come here anyway, and then we're gonna have to trade it off. But okay, queen e3. How was she dicking around? You really hate knight d5? You really hate it. Yeah, I mean, not my favorite move either. But listen, I mean, you can sort of keep your options open for your bishop. And, I mean, it does attack something. Yeah, develop the pieces, but... Okay, so what's your move? Bishop g7, bishop e7. Okay, e7's weird. Right, so I guess... Let's see, one bishop g7, bishop e7. I don't know. Is it that easy? I don't know if it's that easy. I feel like that would be... I don't know. I mean... I don't know. Doesn't strike me as taking full advantage of what we have done to White's position. If we want to do this and this and this. But maybe. I don't know, I'm not too upset about it, to be honest. I'm not too upset about it. Just, also she's 25 minutes up on time, which is nice. Actually, what I really want to see is how Alice's game is going, because we had our there was the chance to play her favorite move in the world. Okay, and her opponent didn't take, just went back. Interesting. Bishop e7. Doesn't immediately make sense to me, but okay. And Alice took. Oh, and then we took the knight, really? I mean, listen, if we're gonna at least, I don't know, like, do it so we can drape more things off then. I don't know. I mean, you're also piece down, so whatever. I guess nothing makes sense for black here. But this, I feel like, especially doesn't make sense, because now, I mean, I don't know, you're losing this. You're not even gonna get this back, because your rook's kind of gonna be on a useless square. Maybe the knight is just gonna jump in instead. You don't even have to play e4. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, knight goes to e4. Makes more sense, to be honest. Okay, I mean, Alice is completely winning. Up, I guess, like, a piece for one pawn now. And her pieces are dominating. These pieces are weird. I don't know what's happening with that. Anytime we can just trade it, I guess, and it doesn't really change the position too much. Except we can then use our rook. I guess we could even do it now. But then we can also bring our queen to the dark square diagonal. In fact, actually, no. What am I talking about? We can just do this next. That's going to be even worse. Definitely shouldn't trade. I take it all back. So black should probably take at some point if they have time. But then, I mean, other things are going to be hanging maybe. Yeah, this looks dreadful. And black is also down a piece. So, yeah. This game's basically over. Good stuff from Alice. Speedrunning. Okay, I wanted to see how Tosh is playing this position, because I don't know, I always feel like these are not so trivial. Okay, so she goes knight to d2, which... Coffin, can you explain this to me? Like, I understand we're trying to go here, but isn't black in time to sort of... Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I was always thinking that we were gonna play something like this and try to get a knight to f5. But maybe that's a bit too ambitious in this position. Or maybe something like a4 before we do this. Because this is not really running away, is it? Because I don't think you can do this. So, I don't know. That's just... It didn't seem to me like the move. But okay, maybe it is. Who knows? Bishop e3 or queen b3? Queen b3. Okay, queen b3. I don't know. Does it, that also strikes me, or like, I don't know. Doesn't ring true to me, but maybe. I guess. No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's good, but it doesn't really convince me immediately. Can we do this? Is the question, I suppose. I would think so. And then, I mean, this is coming. Knight e4, yeah, I guess she wants this knight on e4. I don't know, I would have just played a4. Said, what are you gonna do? I don't understand what you're doing. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? This is the kind of position where I have no idea at all. So, yeah, I don't know. If any Italian experts in the chat want to help us out, but it's interesting. At least Tar's opponent seems to be I don't know, sort of offering the most resistance. That being said, I think it's also a symptom of playing the Italian. I feel like these e4, e5 positions, they're so like, I don't know, like people are gonna play what they're gonna play, and then either there's a way to punish it or there isn't, but it's definitely not, like, often it's not gonna be obvious. And then if it's not obvious, it's gonna be hard to, like, sort of, I don't know, make something happen quickly. I feel like the better player will win. Well, yeah, maybe. But also, I feel like against someone lower rated, I think, I don't know. If I play against someone lower rated, I think e4, e5 would be the opening I would least want to play, because maybe it's just because I myself understand that the least, but it just seems more complicated to get like, you have to do more to outplay them, it feels like, than in others, where they can sort of kill themselves a lot of the time. Okay, Diana queenside castle. Interesting. I mean, it makes some sense. We're still not developing our bishop. There's method to the madness, though. I think it makes some sense to wait and see where the bishop belongs. I think that's not unreasonable. Yeah, I'm not too unhappy with it. Okay, we're gonna, like, maybe we're gonna play like knight f6 and knight h5 or something like that, and then go to e4 this way, f4 this way. If we could do that in one go, that would be great. Okay, let's see. Wait 1 second. Okay. Well, fantastic. Just looked something up real quick. I think Tosh will just trade the light square bishop and color her opponent in. Color her opponent in. Never heard that before. Okay, but wouldn't it have to be her opponent who has to trade the light square bishops? How is she gonna do it? Yeah, bishop e6, but that's a move by black. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess bishop e6 makes sense. It is true. And then you said you want to take it? Or what? So, bishop e6, takes. Sorry, somehow I'm a bit stuffed. Stuffy, no. What's the word? Anyway, can't breathe properly, is my point. And then 94 and retrade everything and make a draw. I don't, the point I'm making is I don't see why white is better, as I guess what I'm saying. I don't see it myself. Stuffed up, there you go. Thank you, Owen. No, I understand. Bishop e6 does make sense. But like, is this position so glorious for us? Doesn't really, I don't know. I wouldn't feel so scared as black. Maybe I should. But I don't. I'm not feeling it. Also, we might at some point have interviews with some of the players. I think today maybe it's going to be a bit more difficult. Alice also said I don't think she wants to do one today. And generally I think some people might be more willing to do them than others. But maybe with Tosh and definitely with Diana, and I don't know, maybe we'll get some... it would be great if we could get like an Alex Babur interview. That would be fantastic if he could explain a game to us, or anyone really from the open team. It would also be cool to have them. I'm sure Connor would be up for it if Diana asks him, if they ever finish at similar times, and if we can ever set it up. I think that might be nice bit of content. Okay, bishop b2 from Alice, by the way. Something we had been looking at, and yeah, something that makes a ton of sense. Also, I'm sort of keeping an eye out for interesting games. Oh, speaking of interesting games. Whoo! Okay, listen, 1 second. Let's just... I have a little bit of a tab open that alerts me to interesting developments. And this is an interesting development. What do you guys think of this position? Can he do a similar with the darlings? Connor? I mean, you can ask him. Or Alex? Or me? No. Can we look at this position real quick? Can we say that FM Andre Mendez is playing against Levon Aronian? And now, I will admit that I was cheating when I found this game, but if we look at this real quick, can we appreciate this for a second? Can we appreciate the developments for just a moment? Maybe the US is sort of planning on a big Swiss gambit or something. But what's happening here? So the point, if knight goes back, I think we have something like this. Knight d6, I guess. And yeah, that's painful, isn't it? Like, you have to move the king, you're gonna chew, you know? That's not good. That's not good. Did Levon just hang a piece? Or something, I mean, not really like a piece, but like something along those lines. I think the computer was suggesting bishop b7 here, so that's to give you an idea of how this position is shaping up. Where's the hype in the chat? Hello, guys and girls. Hello. Hello. Hello? Is anyone here? Are we not seeing that some guy from, what is this, Panama or Paraguay? Panama, I think. Is beating Levon? Are we appreciating this? Like, what the hell? That would be fantastic. I would love to see it. Oh, you suggested it. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that. Sorry, I was just looking at. I was just looking at the eval bars on Lichess. Sorry, on chess.com. For sure. Oh, also, what is happening right now? Wait, let's just go back for a second and find a different game, namely this one. What? What? Did we not do the computer check, or what's happening? Dominican Republic. Did we forget to confiscate phones, or what's happening right now? Like, what is this? Arjun also apparently lost, allegedly. What is this? I don't know. What happened here? Why is this so bad? This I don't understand so much. Maybe jet lag or something? I think the US have been there for a couple of days at least. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Wait, what is this though? I don't... Okay, what's the big problem here? When you fly eastwards, jet lag is a lot worse. But maybe they flew westwards. Yeah, I'm joking. What is the reason why this is so terrible? Can anybody help me out here? Okay, I understand white is up material, but how? Like, surely there was an idea, right? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I was just looking for an idea, and I thought I saw one, but actually I didn't. But like, oh, it just took here. Okay. No, but that's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought there must be surely something here. Like, when you, I don't know. But I guess that there's nothing. Forgot to say Jadoo. I was actually recently in the car with a player from, a GM from Bulgaria, and he told me about this. I don't know if you guys know about this incident, like a famous incident when Kasparov, I think in maybe one of the early rounds of an Olympiad, he was playing against, I think it was his first Olympiad even, and Kasparov was playing against some guy from Bulgaria, and there was a Jadoob incident where the Bulgarian guy was winning, and then he captured his own bishop. So he made an illegal move, but with the right piece. So he, like, I don't know, he made I don't know exactly the position, but like he had I don't know, some piece, and then he captured maybe a queen or something, and then he captured his own bishop. And Kasparov was saying, I don't know exactly what he was saying, but like, because like, what else are you gonna do? It's just not a legal move. And then they were sort of discussing what the consequence should be, and yeah, eventually it was decided, which makes sense, I suppose, that he needed to make a move with the piece that he touched. But of course he couldn't take his own piece, so he made the correct move that he wanted to make. And yeah, Kasparov was very upset and lost the game. So interesting stuff. Yeah, not the first time Kasparov had a Hadoop incident. Yeah, I also don't. I mean, what else could even the ruling be? Like, what? Okay, now you have to take your own. You have to take your own piece now because you did. It's not really how it works, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, just interesting stuff. Okay. Let's go back to Diana's position for a second. See what's happening in that one. And I guess nothing's happening. Nothing much. Oh, never mind. There's something happening. Okay, so long castles, a4, going for the attack, and now she went knight f4. Which, I don't know, doesn't really, maybe it's good, but we could have done that earlier. I would have thought maybe we can have some time spent on other things, but maybe not. I don't know. I thought maybe one idea would be to play knight b6 first, but maybe that's just asking for too much. But yeah, so knight f4, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Now, there has to be a decision made by white, and I assume you should take, because, I mean, okay, otherwise you have to move your queen, and then this knight is on a great square. So I suppose that you should take this, and then you'll take back. And then, I don't know, maybe then you do something like knight f6. And if you take, play bishop d6. No, that you can't do that, sorry. Actually, maybe you can. But maybe not. Maybe that's a bit much. Who knows? But yeah, so I assume that this should be happening, and then I mean I like black's position still, for sure. Knight f4, bishop takes a4, queen takes a4 seems great for white. I don't know. Why is it great for white? This seems great for white. I don't know about that. Because, like, what is white exactly? Like, white is not exactly, like, breaking through or anything. Like, what's white's move? Okay, but like white's pieces aren't in the best positions either. I mean, this knight is dominated. This bishop isn't really doing anything. I don't know. I don't agree with that. But who knows? Like, what's your move here? Give me a move. What's white's move? Let's a5. Okay, so going for kill. But actually, aren't you losing immediately? Sort of. Queen e2. So not here. Sorry, my bad. Queen e2. Not focusing here. Okay, so Queen e2, and then I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Do we play knight f6? Kind of calling my. It's kind of calling out my name. And let's say knight f6, and now, I mean, if you take, I think you're in trouble again because you're gonna struggle defending this dark square diagonal. And now, I mean, let's say you go for it. Guess that's maybe not great. I was thinking just here, but actually you can take with the queen, so that's not. Unless this is somehow something you can make something of. Maybe do this. I don't know. It's a bit all over the place. It's bad for now. I just I love the potential of it, you know. It has great potential. Great expectations lie on our dark square bishop. But maybe it's gonna struggle. Are the other game's still going? Okay, apparently so. Also, we should maybe take a quick look at the open section. We'll do that with the analysis bar, just because we don't have so much time for them. So Connor seems to be slightly better. I think white will not handle it right anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's probably also true. Okay, so Connor, this seems a very accurate game so far. Everything looks pretty nice, really played from both sides. But okay, it's only been 14 moves as well, so it's really, you know, his time to shine is coming. We gotta give him a second. Okay, here, Baburin against Ruder Prasad. Ruder. Also looks fairly normal. I mean, this was London, so we need to not have too great expectations as to what's happening. And okay, this looks just like a position that both sides can play. Black maybe needs to find a way to... It's hard to open up the center for the bishops because this is a very stable structure and you can't really ever think of playing something like this. Maybe eventually you can sort of start a minority attack or something. I don't know exactly what the plan is here. Maybe. Although I guess for that the bishop should probably more be on this diagonal. But anyway, who knows. Man, Levan is losing against an FM. Yeah, and Arjun as well, apparently. So fantastic stuff going on. I would love if the top teams drop some points. That's always exciting. I'm a bit sad, like I love commentating the Olympiad, but it's also my favorite tournament. And I love watching. Really wants the US to lose. No, I mean, not necessarily only the US. I don't want the US to win, but I just like when, when the huge favorites don't win easily. So I think it's nice if India and the US drop some points so that others can maybe compete. Because like now that Russia isn't playing, or is not allowed to play, it's always a bit sad when there's like, I don't know, 2-horse race, essentially. But also, last time it was, maybe not to the same extent, but also the US was really a big favorite, and then Uzbekistan won. So I just like when things like that happen. It's not like a dominating victory. But okay, also the Olympiad, a lot of it is about pairings and stuff. So yeah. What I also really find disappointing is that Ali Reza isn't playing. I think France could actually have quite a decent team, but now without Ali Reza, it's a bit, not as good of a team, obviously. Still good, but like not comparable. Okay, Tarun seems to be crushing. Let's see what happened here. The Keimer book, opening book. Okay, so I was saying this looks pretty... this looks maybe normal, but apparently it's really good for white. Apparently you're just lost. Here's black. No, could have happened to me as well, apparently. Okay, so rookie 1 apparently not good. E4 directly. Spicy chess. Spicy chess for sure. Nobody knows. Okay, we're just going through it quickly because I want to keep track of the goings on of the team. But don't feel like I have enough brain power to analyze these games in detail while also keeping an eye on the girls' team or women's team. Okay, so here. So this is apparently just bad because you have this pressure on e6 and that's pretty painful. Your bishop's going to be a genius. Oof. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can understand why this is lost. Nice game from Tarun. It's only 19 moves and you're crushing. So that's good. And okay, David Fitzsimon's apparently as well. So what happened here? Oh yeah, this was the Najdorf. And yeah, okay, apparently this variation with rook g1 isn't the best thing. Apparently castles is correct. And then, yeah, we had this position earlier. I was saying I like this for black. And, okay, this is odd. Just gave away 2 pieces for a rook. Okay, now you're getting crushed because the bishops are geniuses and the rook's coming in and you're going to struggle defending. Yeah, now, okay, you're close to getting checkmated soon. Okay, nice game. Looks like this is, yeah, looking good. I think teams should have been restricted to 1 male team and 1 female team. What do you mean? They are... Only Hungary can have more than 1. Because they're the hosts. But all the other countries only have 1 team. Anyway. Okay, let's look what Alice is doing. Let's have a gander. Okay, we should... Okay, I guess the broadcast stopped working somehow. I don't know what happened here. It's definitely not what happened. Okay, nobody can say now if this is accurate or not, unfortunately, but anyway, Alice is going to be winning. Yeah, definitely you can say you missed just 24. We endorse any site that's in the platform empire that we totally represent here. One open team, one women's team per federation. Yeah, exactly. Hey Desmond, by the way. Hello. Hello. Yeah, just Hungary gets more because they are hosting. Okay, let's see. Did Diana's opponent do anything? Let's go and switch sides. Okay. Queen e3 was played. So she didn't take. That strikes me as incorrect, but okay. Diana played knight b6, makes perfect sense. And okay, I think this was definitely not correct. I mean, now, yeah, definitely she's fricked it. I mean, yeah, this is now all moves come with tempo game. Fantastic. So if you don't take here, you have to move your queen, and now this comes with tempo on the bishop, and now this comes with tempo on the queen, and this comes with tempo on the knight, and then this comes with tempo on the queen soon, after we prep it a bit. Also, we are going to take this diagonal, finally, with our bishop, and this is completely gone, I would say. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any different perspective, but this seems pretty over now. I mean, over is maybe a bit much, but like pretty strongly dominating for black. I don't know. Where do you put your knight? Maybe on g3, so you blunt this diagonal a bit. But then, I mean, this move can come in h4, h5, and you don't really have any attack. Now that the bishop, I mean, this bishop's kind of a bit useless, and like you only have maybe one attacking piece. Yeah, so you're not really gonna attack black very much. So yeah, okay, and if we go somewhere else with the knight, trying to, I don't know, keep hopes of some attack alive. Okay, so she didn't. She went knight g3, which is sensible. But now, I mean, I don't know, bishop d6, rook e8, and yeah, we're just, and then maybe h4, h5, h4. Yeah, looks excellent. Looks simply magnificent. Okay. Also, Coffin was saying something about Tosh's opponent losing the plot a bit. So after 92, she played a4. Okay, that seems a bit like I don't know exactly what to do move, but sometimes these things are good. This is another thing where it's kind of hard to tell. Because I do think also that maybe a4 is something that white could have considered, but a4 seems a bit much maybe, because you're not really playing. Okay, now knight just gets to the square and b6. Oof. I mean, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, does it? Doesn't look great. Hold on, actually. We could also, I mean, this is now, they weakened this diagonal, so can we make, there's also like ideas of this. Like, I don't know. Or this, maybe. Now this is like a big threat. What if they do this? I mean, we're kind of attacking and we're kind of crushing, aren't we? Like, I don't know, everything looks... I don't know, this looks even much stronger, to be honest. Doesn't it? Like, I don't know, what are we thinking? Knight h5 instead of f5? h5. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that as well, of course, yeah. No, I agree. I mean... Oh yeah, you even said the queen of 3 thing. Yeah, good, yeah. Sorry, sometimes I don't have my eye on the price. Wouldn't mind having a look at Sveta Demchenko on the board 4 for Canada against Taiwan. Sveta is a streamer. Okay, we can have a look, I guess. Yeah, anyway, let's see, just quickly see what Tosh did. I mean, this also, I mean, this is interesting because this looks so good that you're not even like necessarily, like positionally this looks so good that you're not even necessarily looking for the attack as much as you should. Yeah, so this looks really good as well. Can't be too upset about this, and her opponent played bishop d7. Yeah, looks very nice. I mean, we can take this pawn for one thing, and then drop our bishop back, and maybe then go attack while also being up a pawn. Or maybe drop it here. Anyway, yeah, this looks really excellent. Okay, so let's just look one time at Lara's game quickly, see how she's doing. Where did we leave it? Oh yeah, wrong side as well. Yeah, so we left it around here. Her opponent traded queens, just down 2 pawns though. And now Lara's just activating her pieces, and it's going to be a pretty simple mop up from here. I mean, you're kind of threatening to win another one. If the rook moves away, and otherwise, I don't know, maybe the knight's coming in here and taking a bishop. Yeah, this looks over as well. So, okay, sure, Sveta then. Demchenko. Diana's keyboard is the worst thing I've seen, so... Oh, actually this was not your keyboard. Okay, somehow we're lagging a bit. Hello? What's happening here? Okay, I don't know, something's not really working here. I'm not really sure what's happening. Oh, okay, maybe. Okay. So here's her game. Oh, they're only on move 12 somehow. Very slow one. Okay, so what is this opening here? Okay, some sort of accelerated dragon. Okay. Okay, I mean, looks like a nice position for white. A lot of space, black's but you know, bad bishop and everything. Nice outpost on b5 if you wanted and target this pawn. Yeah, seems very good for white, I would say. So yeah, we can I think be relatively comfortable that with her couple 100-point higher rating, she's gonna convert that without too much problems. Okay, Alice. I think this game, I don't know. I think I don't trust the relay on this one. Let's see. I think this game might be over already or something because, I don't know, this is not really, nothing's really happening. Okay, I think Diana's opponent made a move. Let's just go back there for a sec. So after after knight g3 and bishop d6, our opponent played b5. And, okay, I think, well, loads of options really. And we could, I don't know, we could try to push past. Maybe that's not my favorite thing. We could take. I think that's not actually that dangerous. And then we can go here, something like that. Because like there's no pieces that would be ready to attack. And in the meantime, we could attack on c3. Our pieces are just much better. Or we can also do this. Actually, hold on. We can also do this. Can we? Maybe not. No, because this is always defended. Maybe this one doesn't work. Maybe this is a bit too crazy. But what if we do this now? And then she takes here and then... Yeah, I don't know. Do we take with the C with the B pawn? Maybe. Anyway, not what happened. B5. Diana played H5, which also makes a ton of sense. Instead of defending, we just keep our own plan going. Now, yeah, I mean, we're threatening H4 and then taking. I mean, not taking, but like putting the knight somewhere and then taking on H2. I mean, I suppose the knight would come to F5. Probably so. What if she does it now? Well, things are happening outside. I don't know if you heard that. Craziness is ensuing. Also, Diana's far ahead on the clock, which is a good sign. So let's just think about this for a second. After knight f5, what do we do? I mean, we could play rook g8 or something, or we could play rook e8. We can't really save the bishop very easily. I mean, I guess we could, in theory, do this. Or maybe here, and then here, and then here. That's an idea, actually. So, I don't know, something like rook e8, queen. I mean, I guess you can go here. Yeah, okay. But then also you're coming in here, maybe. I don't know, lots of things to think about. I mean, if you're infiltrating like this, it can't be bad. Cannot be bad, I would argue. But for now you can't do it because they would take here and then your rook would be hanging. So, I don't know. Maybe you do go back. Keep your bishop and then try to chase out the knight somehow. But I don't know, actually I don't like that so much. Maybe you just want to trade that. And now this bishop's still not great. I don't know. I still like Diana's position. On the whole, I still like Diana's position quite a bit. And this is the kind of move where, oh, actually, our opponent already played bishop to a3. Okay, so now, This is interesting because this means like the knights are never ever getting traded off. I guess she wants to, if Diana takes, double the rooks, but that doesn't actually help because the rooks, I mean, I don't know, maybe she wants to double them here, but then eventually Diana can also like chase the queen out and do this. So maybe just rook e8 now. So rook, I don't know, h e8 maybe even. Although, what is this? No, this should be good. Yeah, this would win actually. So yeah, I mean, this doesn't strike me as a good move again. I think we can just take, and she takes, and then we play some rook to e8. Doesn't, I don't know which one. Maybe this one. And then you go back, and things like that. So yeah, this doesn't look good at all. I think now her opponent is just giving up too much control. Because now also h4 and rook e2 is coming. All sorts of ideas for black now. Very hard to meet and very hard to keep any control of the position. So okay, Diana already took on a3. We like to see it, and now I mean some rook to e8 is very natural. Rook h to e8 she played. Okay, makes sense as well. I mean, yeah, I would have, I don't know. Yeah, it's not really clear to me which one is better. I mean, instinctively I would have taken the d rook, but probably not too consequential. And now, I mean, queen has to go somewhere. Like, if you go here, this has a problem because now, I mean, here and you go here, and then you're probably even like in danger of losing your knight. So, what do you even do here? Because this is the only square you have, right, for your knight. So, I mean, I guess the knight can come here always. I'm blind, but. The problem is that once this happens and you go back, let's say, and then you go here, and then you're coming in here as well, and I don't know. I mean, technically you're protecting this, but then rook e8 and then takes is coming. So this looks... yeah, this looks pretty dreadful. Yeah, good point, Waterford Wizard, by the way. If you guys want to support Diana, we are currently on our way, or well, I mean, the goal is to reach, I think, 100 sub points, and we need to maintain those for 3 consecutive months. Yeah, which means that we are looking for subscribers, and especially tier 3 subs are very useful. I think, yeah, the goal behind it is that we, oh, actually I forgot that we can also take here. Just now that I realized we don't even need to do the sacrificial thing. Also, we have already a rook here. I'm actually blind, sorry. My point is, if we support Diana, she will receive more of a revenue share from Twitch, which means that less of your support goes into Bezos' pockets and more into Diana's pockets, so that's always good. And then we will be able to do more cool content. For example, we were thinking about playing in sitches again and streaming the whole thing, and all sorts of things. That would be cool. And of course, your subscribership support helps enormously with that kind of thing. And it helps Diana keep motivated, which might even be a bigger thing than the financial reward. Actually, both are important. So yeah, that is greatly appreciated if you guys can support Diana in her streaming quest, and so on and so on. Good. That's my sellout segment. Hello, Madeline. How are you doing? You need to make a move in our Lichess game, by the way, or have you? And I just haven't seen it yet. Also possible. Sorry, in our white site game. I only play on Just to Call myself, of course. Plus, subs don't have to watch adverts. Yes, subs don't get any ads. And also tier 3 subs, exclamation mark postcard, or post, or whatever the exclamation mark is. You get a personalized postcard from the Olympiad with a signature of a top player, which is cool. And yeah, definitely worth your investment, I would say. That's almost like breaking even support-wise. I mean, that's, yeah, if you can't make it to the Olympiad, this is a great opportunity. And also a memento from your favorite streamer, hopefully favorite streamer. So that is cool. If you want that, go and sub on tier 3. So that would be great. And Diana is very good at writing postcards. So you'll get an excellent one, I'm sure. Okay, so Queen d2 was played, I believe. Queen d2 is played, and now h4 and rook e2, we are crushing, which is fantastic, because wins are good and losses are not good. So us winning is good. Truly good. Alice's game seems, I don't know, like, I'm not trusting this relay, but something happened at least, so I don't know. Like, at least things have been happening. Although I'm not sure if the, wait, actually maybe it got fixed. Hold on, let's see. Oh no, it didn't get fixed, but maybe this is correct anyway. Who knows? Anyway, it's not too incorrect if it is. Now, I mean, yeah, this is looking tough. I mean, her opponent's just a piece down and also getting checkmated, kind of. If the knight ever comes in, and because this is going to be pinned and all that. So, yeah, not looking too good for her. Maybe you take some time out to chase this rook away. It's okay, here, if this would be the only move, and then you can maybe go here and here. That would trap the rook. But also I'm sure there's other ways to win. So she is kind of crushing it. Let's look at Tosh's game. We haven't looked at that for a bit, and that was the least clear so far. Tosh has been, I think she missed a kind of clean one with Queen f3 earlier here. Queen f3 and then knight h5, knight f5, and your attack is just absolutely crushing. But she had a sort of simple advantage, and she took it, which is fine, I guess. Okay, we traded bishops. I'm not sure if we... I mean, it's fine, I suppose. We're just up a pawn, and black structure isn't the greatest of all time either. So, yeah, looking good for sure. What else is happening? Are there any other upsets in the making? Have you guys been paying attention? Oh, by the way, Erigaisi seems to have recovered a little bit. He was dead last earlier, but now it's actually crazy how this happens, isn't it? Okay, so for some reason his opponent played rook takes a6. So I was thinking about this earlier, like if this is necessary, but apparently completely unnecessary. Computer is suggesting knight f4 and nothing. So we're just defending this pawn, and if you take here, oh yeah, so never mind, your knight's hanging. Yeah, nothing much happening, I guess. So here, then you threaten taking here, but you can take, or even, I don't know, maybe you can push as well. Yeah, either way is fine, apparently. So this would have been very good for white, but as is, not so good. And now Arjun has apparently turned the game around. Here I would have assumed maybe bishop e4 coming to d3. This is a bit passive, the way his opponent was playing. Not sure. Queen d3 is a bit odd. Queen d3, sorry. Yeah, now there's time for black to break open here the queen side, and now you have two passed pawns. Okay, and now, I mean, white still has some initiative, maybe. I mean, it's a nice bishop, but these pawns are also very good. But at least this bishop's also controlling a8, so it's not as easy to push the a pawn. So yeah, maybe still some intrigue left. We can also say that Wesley isn't winning. Lanier isn't winning. Aronian is losing, and Robson isn't winning. So, at least according to the engines here. I mean, okay, Robson is better, I suppose. Domingue is also a bit better. Never mind, these things were just stuck. So, maybe equal-ish. But yeah, it's crazy how this happens. Actually, this is... Yeah, anyway. Looking interesting. And also, by the way, it is Panama. I was just realized it is Panama against the US, not the Dominican Republic. I knew my flags. Yeah, so Panama against US, unexpectedly exciting duel. Hungary, meanwhile, looking good against El Salvador, which, okay, you'd hope so. But yeah, we'll see. China, meanwhile, is playing Dominican Republic. And Ding isn't playing, of course he isn't. Who needs free wins? No. We don't want to play against 2300s. Who knows what could happen? Okay, anyway. Tar's opponent played c4. And... okay, Tar's is also up a lot on time. 35 minutes up, approximately. And what does she do here? I mean, probably loads of things are good. Don't necessarily... Well, do you need to react? Sorry, a bit tired. This is an idea. If you don't want to take or something, you can think about this. So it would be a variation that's possible. If you don't know exactly if you want to take, yeah, I mean, taking is of course also a possibility. Now, does black have any... sorry, to take first, take back first. Does black have anything here? I don't know, maybe a little bit of something. I mean, you're down a pawn, but it's not the most hopeless position I've seen, but it's definitely not good either. But yeah, who knows? Let's go back to Diana's game real quick so we don't miss anything. I just for a second I got scared because okay, so what happened was exactly what we thought would happen. Well, almost exactly. Oh yeah, actually exactly what we thought would happen. Yeah, so I think actually here Queen C1 would have been a better move just so we get out of this Rook E2 tempo, but okay. And now, yeah, there's a question of what to do next, but I think, I mean, there is, let's say, Queen D7. I mean, the only thing is, if we go, let's say, Queen D7 here, the only thing is that there's Queen B1, and then, I mean, you did improve the queen, it's sort of more into the attack, and the knight is defended, and you can't easily get it away from there, because the rook doesn't have the square. So, maybe you actually think of something else. Maybe there's a better attacking move. I mean, not that it's like bad to play Queen D7 or anything. I'm sure it's still completely winning, but maybe there's something better. You can also always think of doubling. And then, I mean, if the queen ever leaves the back rank, you have sort of these ideas. So, and maybe you also have knight h. Well, actually, then you go here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this isn't really a thing, is it? I mean, you could think about it. You could think about sacrificing here. I mean, probably this wins quite easily as well, actually. Like this, for example. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the way, though. This would be the way of making it exciting. But I think this should work. I don't see, like, there's nothing really that I can do, because if you go back, you lose your queen. If you go here, which is a bit better, then actually it's not, because you still made it. Yeah, so actually I think this would be a nice finish. I hope that happens. Okay, it didn't happen. Okay, Maslin. Although, I'm not sure if we're still going to be here after dinner, because some of the games look very much like they're about to end. And because it's round one, I think once we know that the win's in the bag, I don't think we need to continue forever. I would like to make some food as well, because I haven't eaten yet. I need to go to the gym as well, and I have some uni work to do, and did I say eaten? Yeah, I haven't eaten. I don't know. There was something else. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I want to watch, of course, some commentary of the US against Panama game. That's the main thing, actually. So if we're done with our games, then that would be nice. Anyway, not what happened. So what happened is knight to d3, which, okay, that makes total sense as well. We're open up the queen here, we're attacking this queen here, we're attacking f2. So what's the way to deal with this? So what about here, let's say? What's our move? What is the move? I mean, I guess we can just take. We can even take with the rook, I guess. I guess we just take, yeah. Okay, so that isn't a thing. Queen here isn't a thing, so maybe queen g5. And then here. And I mean, okay, if the knight moves away, we have this one. And I mean, if you take here and here, I mean, okay, here this is technically not mate or anything, but we have this one, and yeah, I mean, okay, I guess rook can come back, but we also now open exchange. Just have to not get ourselves in trouble. But that should be easy enough. That should all be pretty trivial. Okay, so looking very good for Diana. Her opponent needs to make a move. She has 15 minutes to come to terms with the fact that there's really nothing to do in this position, I don't think. Also, after the game, we might have a little Diana interview. I hope she can get away quickly, so we don't leave the darlings waiting too long. But yeah, nice game by Diana overall. Scandinavian, a bit of a statement game, making her opponents, question what she's gonna play. Always nice. I'm always in favor of playing something like really out there, but like not so out there, like really out there for your repertoire. For example, if she had played like, let's say the Caro-Kann, then this is something that people might actually have switched to, that might be her new repertoire, so people would have to prepare for it. With the Scandinavian, she's played the Scandi in the past. She has played in the past, but like, yeah, not like she plays it all the time. But Diana's unpreppable anyway, although, I mean, most of the time nowadays she does play the Sicilian, I suppose, but it's difficult to prep for her. So yeah, also we have 71 viewers, which is nice. What happened here? That's nice. Although maybe it's like just our fake viewers. But anyway, welcome everyone who is actually watching. This is round 1 of the Olympiad. We are covering the Irish team. Let's actually look at the open section once again. I guess, 2 games actually already ended. So Tarun won very convincingly. That was a very nice game. He got the diagonal and his opponent could not hold on. And eventually, okay, we sacrificed our queen, because if you take it, we have back rank mate. And here, oof, nice little finishing touch. Yeah. Goes here and mate. So good, well done. Well done by Tarun, getting a win. And here David Fitzsimon's already won as well. That was a Najdorf. We saw it here. He had a good position, or I mean he had a decent position, and then his opponent for some reason decided to give up 2 pieces for a rook, completely running into an attack. You don't really need 2 rooks in these kinds of Sicilian attacks. It's really enough to have 1, and then these bishops are too good. Meanwhile, white has no attack at all. Trying to trade queens, very optimistic, but of course not going to happen. d5 even, bringing the knight to the center, covering the escape square. Now there's threats of sacking the queen, and now you ran into it, I think. Yeah, you ran into the queen sack, and yeah, the game ended before it could happen, but that was mate on the board basically. Hey Phil, how are you doing? The rook on f2. Not sure what game you're referring to. Sorry. Anyway, let's look quickly at the other games. Connor Murphy against Manoj Kumar. Nice position, looks active. I like the pawn structure as well. I like the bishop being on the opposite color. And I like that we have the A file. So pretty pleasant position, looks very good for white. And black has some struggles, like the pieces aren't super good. And it's all a little bit discoordinated. Let's say rook b8 and maybe, I don't know, maybe we come in somehow rook c1 or rook here, or we can just take the pawn. Yeah, looks good. Maybe we'll just up a pawn as well. Okay, so brilliant. Okay, let's see. Are all the girls still playing? Can't believe that that's happening. I'm very confused about this. Somehow, nothing has happened yet. Oh, Diana seems to be done. Woohoo! Diana won. Okay, well done. We are 15 minutes behind, of course, on the broadcast. So we haven't seen any. Yes, you can come on, of course. How do you want to do it? Yeah, we haven't seen the end of your game yet. Oops. What the hell happened here? 1 second. Anyway, sorry. How do you want to come on, Merzi? Do you want to call on WhatsApp? Oh no, actually that's not possible because... Or Zoom or Discord. WhatsApp, but I'm on your account, so you'd have to call yourself because my phone is unfortunately dead. Wait, I'll just get a charger real quick. Well, in theory I can log into mine, but in practice I cannot. Yet, while my phone is dead. Actually, 1 second. One moment, please. One moment, s'il vous plaît. Of course. Well, any moment now. Give us a moment for my phone to reach a sensible point of chargization. Okay, this actually all happened like we predicted. So Alice is up a rook and also sort of checkmating. Yeah, Alice won. makes sense. Yeah, so Alice won, Diana won. We have to see the end of the games yet. Still. That was quick dinner, Maslin. I hope you washed your hands before and after. Yeah, 1 second with WhatsApp. Just one moment. You can tell us how your game ended in the meantime. Okay, so knight f2. Oh, king g2, knight e4. Okay, and well, this is just checkmate now. So I guess that's how it ended. So, Team Ireland, the men are up 2-0 against whatever country I was saying earlier. Fiji? No. Yes, Fiji. And the women are up also 2-0, I guess, although we haven't gotten the official confirmation yet. How about the other games? Is Lara's opponent still hanging on? This game has been very over for a long time. I guess, I don't know. This has been slower progress than I would have imagined. But okay. Yeah, anyway. I mean, just 2 pawns still. Yeah, and Laura can just play quickly if she wants, or not. And how about Tosh? So this is the one game we had to be a little bit worried about. I mean, not worried about losing or something or anything, but like worried about not winning. But she is up a clean pawn, I suppose, now, so... okay. Anyway, what happened was... after c4, she played b4. Nice move. Keeping sort of the pawn chain intact. And now, knight b7. Interesting. Why not knight knight c6? But I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay, 1 second. We're almost into WhatsApp. Any moment now. Guys, subscribe, make Diana happy. Make her produce content for you guys. You know, keep her motivated. A win at the Olympiad has to be worth some sort of subscription, surely. Surely. Why is... okay, it's not working per se. Wait, I can't do this? Are you joking me? Okay, I take it all back. I need to log out of Diana's WhatsApp. How do I do that? Yeah, sorry, wait 1 second. I need to log out of the thing. I didn't realize you had to do it on the app, and you can't do it on the browser. Okay, so one moment, s'il vous plaît, yes, okay. Here we go. I'll call ya. Okay, we're calling Diana. Okay. Let me see if we can bring you... Do you want video on stream? Okay. Then we will do that real quick. Hold on, darlings. Okay. Ah, no, but it didn't work last time, remember? No, but do you see? Like, it's just a black square because you can't capture the video. We did some other program. Like, I don't think WhatsApp lets you capture the screen. Okay. Goodbye. All right. That was a shot in the dark, and the dark did not get shot. If that makes any sense. Google Meets. Oh. Okay, how do we do this one? New meeting. Start an instant meeting. Okay. Okay, grand. Let's see if that works any better. Okay, she's downloading the application. Oh, no. Let's see. Maybe she'll come in here. 1 second, everybody. Anyway, let's check back on Tosh's game. Knight b7 was played. Tosh is thinking. Still some conversion to be done here, so admit. Yes. Wait, I have to. Ah, yeah, do it like this. Wait, now you're gone. Yeah, hold it like that so I don't have to flip you around. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll just leave you like this. Okay, brilliant. Well done. No. Turn it around. Or I can flip you if you want, but just decide on one. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's flip flop floppity flop. Yeah, I understand. I understand how the cookie crumbles. Ever. All right, brilliant. So, we are a giant of chess. Wait. Yeah, calm yourself. But your forehead isn't there. There's no forehead to be had. There's no four to be had. Okay, there you go. Well, Tosh was not material. Well, now she is, but only after you were completely winning. Cuted Yarov. But didn't we talk about not losing your mind? The knight takes and you're much worse. Wait, wait, I'll just bring your game up so we can talk about it if you want. Ah, Diana Mirza won. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't. Wow, we've never seen him before. Okay, so after knight takes, you were going to do what? Yeah, I thought so as well. But computer hates it. I just found out after the game was done. Who did what? What did who? Where is he? Can't be relied upon at all. Unbelievable. Of course he did. No, it's not. Perfect size. Anyway, sorry, this has been annoying. You had a nice win. Oh, Queen D7. Yeah, I don't think we thought that wasn't so great. Or I thought it wasn't so great. But here you mean after Queen C1. Oh. Before H5. Here. Oh yeah. Oh. No, but here it was also decent at some point, I think. Yeah, but it's yeah, anyway, I think. But here I don't think it was great anymore because then Queen B1 and it's fine. But actually we were thinking where's the difference? Oh, but actually here this is even nicer. And then you have this and yeah, sure, but I'm just saying in the actual game. Okay, and I mean, I don't know if that makes such a difference. I mean, again, you just protect and then you go knight h3. Yes. When you can't play the position, you play the play. Or something like that. Joking. Anyway, good stuff. And the rest of the team winning as well. Yeah, her opponent doesn't have much time. It's not, I mean, it's not as clear as the other games. You already said. Mamedyarov. Captain, cadet, not cadet. General. Call what? Patron? I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Hall of Fame. Okay. Am I guessing or is the chat guessing? Wait, so not Mamedyarov? Okay, so it was then... Okay, there's also Navarra. I assume so, I don't know. One other. Wait, so not Shaq, not Navarra. Who else is there? Darlings. Who is it? Who is Diana's mystery player? Korobov! He's commentating for Lichess. Sorry, for the other website. Well, there's Peter Lecco, but I don't think you mean him. So not Peter Lecco. Legends. I don't know. Mickey Adams. Topalov is definitely not a cutie. What is up with you, Owens? What? Who? But they're playing. Oh, Ivanchuk. Oh, I forgot that he was playing. I forgot he was playing. I forgot he was playing. He is a cutie. What the hell? I forgot that he was there. Test crush. Yeah. There's no hierarchy in darlingdom. Why? They get cuter and cuter. No, stop it. He's not even that old, is he? Wait, but you didn't even have he just told you where the pieces are or what? That's fucking funny. He's only 55, so calm yourself. Yeah. Did you say the chat has got to him? Ferrugi. For a second, I thought you called Firuja Frugi. That would have been cute as well. Firuja didn't make it any better. Better, yeah, okay. It's wrong way around. He's cancelled. No, I don't think you can. I don't know, he says awful shit. Anyway. It looks like Australia. I think he's cancelled, yeah. But I don't know. He's funny on his stream, but he's a maniac. He's like Korobov level. He's like cute from a distance. Of course he is. Celebrating. Maybe. Levon was completely losing earlier. But now, not anymore apparently. Oh no, the guy can't hold up to the pressure. Erigaisi was also losing. But also not anymore. But first you have to tier 3 sub before you make any requests, so... Jesse November. Yeah. Alright, well... So basically, she probably lost by now. That's what she's saying to me. Let's see her game. Okay, actually, not that clear. Still sort of, I mean, equalish, apparently, according to the engine. I like white, to be honest, but okay, who am I? Interesting. What happened to the other one? Rebecca, is she not a thing anymore? Well, I can tell you she's not playing, but... Ooh, Lu Mao Yi is playing 4th board. She's gonna get board prize. Poor people. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think... I was thinking, I mean, okay, who you found isn't playing anyway, but the others, they're playing a World Championship match against each other, 2 of them, I guess, so maybe. Maybe they also didn't want to play against each other. Oh, the whole Chiquita's team is back together. No, I don't know. But Taya is playing and Lara is playing. So, and I assume that thing is she's just not playing this round, but she would be top board, right? I forgot her name. Ah, Laura, yeah. Yeah, the others are definitely playing. I can see them here. Taya and Laura. I know it's Taya. Isn't Lara the other one? Oh. Wait, let me Google this. I think so. I think it is though. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, there's been a blast from the past. Yeah. Okay, are we ending the stream or are we continuing until all the games are done? Like better, but... What does the computer say? Wait, I'll cheat. +2. I mean, it does look very good. Our pawns are just pushing, but it could take a while. I'm not sure if I'm gonna spend another hour commentating on a one game that's not yours. When the match's already over. In the first round. Yeah, we were discussing it last time. Was it against Armenia or against Hungary, or who do you play in the second round? Hungary. But you played against Armenia later, didn't you? Actually, is that how it works? Surely not. They take account of the board points. No, surely not. Really? I would have just thought it's seeding. Because they're only tiebreak, right? So let's just look at Diana's beautiful checkmate real quick. We didn't actually look at the full thing. No, but look at the other checkmate. That would have actually been really nice if you had played. Did you? Did ya? Points for anyone in chat who knows who I'm imitating. Did ya? Okay, nice. Rook, check. Let's see if you found the fastest mate. Okay, your computer's a bit laggy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, that is apparently correct. Rook takes h2, correct. Rook g2, oh! Also correct. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well done. Knight mate. Nightmare, knight mate. 92% accuracy, well done. Yeah, it was actually. Also h5 was apparently incorrect. But okay, yeah. Well done. So that means everybody sub tier 3. So we can send you a postcard with autographs and whatever you want from the Olympiad. If you're underage, bother your parents about it or steal their credit card. Yes, we are. If we don't, somebody else is going to do it, so might as well. So yeah. Okay, Maslin, did you hear that? Go. Anyway, yes. This was round 1. Let's just quickly check if these games are over. I mean, yeah. The men's team is also winning. They are up 2-0, and Conor Murphy's winning. Alex Baburin not winning. Equal against the 1700. Fantastic performance by the guy, actually. But he played in London, so less fantastic on that front. And the women's team probably going to win 4-0. Tosh looks like she's winning now after it took a bit of time. Yeah, but should be finishing soon enough. But I'll leave you for now because I need to save my energy for all the weeks to come. So yeah. And yeah, I'll see everyone tomorrow. Tomorrow might be very exciting because Team Ireland is going to play against strong opposition, both in the men's or in the open and in the women's competitions. So definitely come back tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Who are you raiding? Give me a hint. So Eric Rosen. That was a joke. Officially, it's just commentary, but okay. Let me see. Let me see who is live. I'm welcoming. Oh, we can, I guess, Anna Krumnik. Anna Crumling. Sorry, wait, we have echoes. Yeah. Okay. /raid. What? Anna Kramling's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. All right. She doesn't need our viewers. Okay, then we're raiding Chess Dojo, who's also commentating, but not on Olympiad, but okay. That's grand. Okay. See you another time, darlings and darloviches. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good time, everyone. All right. Well, if you guys want to watch the Olympiad, you can watch on the official FIDE stream, or Eric Rosen is streaming as well. I don't know who else. Maybe there's a chess.com stream as well. I don't know. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, kind of. And we'll have a tough game tomorrow. So, stealing my mom's credit card, great plan. And then you'll get a beautiful postcard with an interview, not an interview, an autograph of maybe your favorite player. So there you go. I'll see everyone next time, and goodbye.